All right, I think we're live. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another week of Veg 101. This week, by popular request, we decided to talk about restaurants that you can go to with friends or family that are kind of like omnivorous restaurants, I guess you could say, because not all of us have friends and family that are willing to go to an all-vegan restaurant. So we know that, and sometimes you just want to, if they ask for your opinion where to go, you want to have a suggestion somewhere where you know that you can get lots of great things to eat. And the other thing about this topic too is, because I know some people, had, questioned why would we want to promote, non-vegetarian restaurants when Toronto has such an abundance of all vegan places. So in addition to the fact that, again, some people, this is just an issue for them. Not everyone's family and friends will go, no matter how great you tell them the restaurant is. But also it is great when non-vegetarian restaurants start to have more vegan options. We do want to, encourage them and support them when they put those options on their menu. We want them to keep having them because it means that sometimes people who are not vegetarian might show up to those restaurants, see cool things on the menu and just order them instead of meat. So that helps the animals too. So that's where we're coming from today. So I don't know where to start. I don't know what you guys have thought of. I have like a list that's kind of divided into some categories because, for example, there seems to be like 20 different like Italian and pizza places that fit into this category, things like that. But yeah, take it away if anyone wants to start.
Well, I guess like we should cover like the easy ones first, like you said, like Italian and pizza restaurants, like things that are just like generally like, even if it's not something has vegan options, probably can make you something vegan, right? Like pizza and pasta, you can always just order like plain tomato sauce or plain pizza with no cheese, and that'll be like sort of vegan by default. But then there are like actual omnivore Italian restaurants who go the extra mile and actually have vegan cheese and vegan options. So
that are made in-house sometimes, that are like so good.
Yeah.
So I feel it's probably
soups are also sometimes a safe bet.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. But it's always I know. I feel like it's like soup, salad, and pastas. Really.
Pastas and sometimes like Asian restaurants, if you're very careful about like asking them if there's no, fish sauce and chicken broth and all of those things. And Indian restaurants, same thing, but with ghee and milk. So, there's all of those sort of probably something on the menu you can eat.
So one of the ones, of course, that people who follow us probably have heard of before is Il Fornello, obviously. So Il Fornello is great. It's also great for this kind of friends, family, workplace kind of thing because they have so many locations and so many places. So again, if you're, from the suburbs or somewhere, there's probably an Il Fornello somewhere near you, and they've got a massive vegan menu. And sometimes they change it up to different times of the year. They participate in things like Winterlicious and Summerlicious. And you guys, have you both eaten there?
And I mean, what I like about that is when they participate in Winterlicious and Summerlicious, it's usually with an entirely vegan menu. They don't even plug their meat menu. They're plugging their vegan menu, and their options are fantastic. They're, it's not things they've put together just sort of like with the ingredients they have on hand. It's like actual decent, delicious, like they go out and get classic cheese. Exactly. You can get manicotti and all those things. So it's super good.
Really good Caesar salad.
And I know in their East End they have a patio.
That's a good point.
But so it's also a nice place if you're like looking for somewhere, if you do want to sit outside and eat.
Their Ajax one has a nice patio too, I know. And
cool.
That's good. And then Pizza Libretto is another like pizza place that goes out of their way to like, they have a vegan cheese that they make in house, and it's super good.
So good.
That's awesome. I haven't been there yet. It's just, there's too much pizza in the world.
There's one on the Danforth. There's a Pizza Libretto about a block from Il Fornello, and it's happened before where I've tried to go to Il Fornello and they've been full, and they've had like such a long wait list.
That's cool. That reminds me, actually, speaking of the East End, also, have you guys ever heard of or been to Salt and Tobacco?
No, but I know Venice is always talking about it.
Is that on Parliament?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, I totally know where it is because I've like walked past it a bunch of times and been like, oh, it's an interesting name. I thought it was like a
Cigar
barber
shop?
shop or something for the longest time, and then I
Yeah.
realized it was actually a place you could eat. So
Yeah. So they have both. So they have vegan cheese, so you can like, you know, like any pizza place, kind of do your own custom thing. But they also have like a couple of really cool like preset vegan pizzas. Like they have one that has veggie sausage on it and one with like roasted Brussels sprouts or something like that. So that's really good. And then in the same neighborhood, I just heard recently, but apparently it's been around for a while. Did you guys hear about that place? I think it's like La Familia.
Oh, is that on O'Connor?
No, it's on Amelia Street, I think. It's in Cabbagetown.
Different place then.
oh
Yeah. I heard that they have a really pretty patio too. And so someone was just posting on Toronto Vegans that, again, they have, I can't remember if it's that they have, again, an explicitly vegan menu or they just have a V to symbolize vegan things, but they have not just pizza, but also pastas and things, again, really clearly marked. And yeah, someone just told me it's like a really cute, pretty place to go sit in like Cabbagetown. So
cool. I know there's a Conspiracy Pizza also does vegan cheese and vegan sausages on their pizza. They're in Leaside, so they're in like the sort of East End delivery range, which I appreciate. So
cool. That is good. Oh, and then there's I have not been here, but everyone talks about Tironi. Is that how you pronounce it?
I've been to Tironi, but only as a vegetarian. So I can't speak to their vegan menu, but
I know that they, again, they have like a separate vegan menu. And I just heard, again, in terms of like if you need like somewhere to go for a really nice occasion, apparently it's like a fancy upscale kind of place.
It's a little overpriced
like
for what you get, but
if you've got like
it's a nice place.
A big celebration or like, I don't know, want like a fancy wine or something.
Yeah. We used to do like
and there's
client
also
meetings there. Yeah, there is. Yeah.
I know I've got, this isn't really I guess it's like kind of straying from Italian, but still in that like dinner realm. This is my favorite restaurant in Toronto, Cowson Road. It's downtown. They've got like a specific vegan menu. It's really clear. They also have like a gluten-free one as well.
Is it like gluten-free and vegan?
Good. Yeah, like there's
the two?
They have a separate menu for each, but you're able to like cross over too. So they're really, really flexible. They do takeaway as well. Yeah, no, hands down, if you want like really, really good pad thai or just like Thai curries and stuff. Oh my gosh, it's so good. And it's pretty, like, it's a bit pricier, but it's like not anything. I guess it's like compared to if you get like a pad thai, like in a lot of places it's like fairly affordable. It's like a little bit pricier, but the portions are like,
they're good.
Ginormous. So yeah.
And are they the ones that have like, is that where they have a bunch of like sister Thai restaurants that also have vegan menus? Or so what are the other ones?
I know. I feel like one has like
Sabai. I feel like there's two groups of Thai restaurants in Toronto. So I don't know if that, I'm pretty sure Sabai is one. So it's like Sabai, but I don't know if that's the one affiliated with them or another one.
There's also the Thai restaurant. It had a fire though, and I don't know. Do you know if they've ever reopened the one at High Park?
Yes. Okay, so Friendly Thai, yes. So there's two things to note. One is that there's a friendly, for everyone that's listening that doesn't know this, there's a Friendly Thai. Friendly Thai is a chain. They have a location in the Junction. The Junction location has a vegan staff member and put together this incredibly, like, again, there's like 15 dishes on it, vegan menu with not just like, again, like, not just veggies, but like veggie chicken, veggie duck, veggie curries and things.
So good.
They had a fire, unfortunately. We're closed for about a year. They reopened during COVID stuff. So since they've reopened, I've only been able to see like an online takeout menu, which doesn't show the vegan menu. Granted, this was like a month or two ago. We're in a different stage now. Like restaurants, some of them are open. Again, like you said, patios. So this is when it was like strictly takeout. So I haven't called to find out if they still have their vegan menu as well, but it wasn't on their takeout options on the website. But I would encourage people, if you're in this neighborhood, to call, because that was really cool and yummy.
I have the other names of the other Khao-san. It's Bang Siu Bar, Little Cow, and Nana.
Oh,
I know where I was getting the bike from. One of them has a little moped as a logo, and I was like, I remember there being like a bike or something.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yummy.
So on my list, I've got Cafe Laboir, which Barbie and I both love. They also have multiple locations. One at, is it King University in King, or is it Wellington?
It's Queen or something, but
okay,
I mean, they're pretty same area.
Yeah, university sort of at the bottom of one of those towers. So I'm not sure if that location would even be open right now, but then there's another one in Vaughan, which makes it a great option for people who are in the suburbs and looking for going for a dinner with their family. But they have also an entirely separate vegan menu. Yeah. Yes, and both locations have a patio.
Really? Both?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the Vaughan one's probably open the patio because Avon was in stage 3 before, but their patio is spacious.
Yeah.
But if you can eat inside, we love, like, I think we've talked about this, Sarah. I'm saying we, but I'm assuming you agree. The decor inside is so cool. It's like this really cool, like retro feel, and like I just love the decor. But we'll try to remember. So what are some of the examples of the vegan options? They
have like this giant breakfast platter, which is in the picture we posted on Facebook today, but it's just like a platter with a whole bunch of different things, like I don't even like a chickpea omelet and like hummus and like so many different things, and you like
I think they have vegan yogurt too, right?
Yes,
like vegan yogurt and breads and jams. Oh my gosh. And then they have like this giant, that was the thing that I said flatbread to you, but it's like a shawarma, right? Why do they call it? It's like shawarma on a flatbread?
On a flatbread, which is also delicious.
Yeah.
And they have like a couple of stews, I think, too, that are also vegan.
There's like a beef stew, which I think is like made with soy curls. And if you picture, it's like a luscious, like, I almost feel like it must be like a red wine kind of.
I think it is. Yeah, it's so good.
Dark sauce, and it's over rice, and like you were saying, Lainey, with Cowson Road, I feel like portions are generous. Like you feel very satisfied.
Yeah. Was I with you when we got that eggplant starter? Because there's like an eggplant starter that has like tahini drizzled on it, so it's like a roasted eggplant, and it also comes with tons of bread. And that one was so good.
Do you think they make their own bread?
I don't think they do. I think it's just Ace Bakery, because it's like those focaccias that are like literally everywhere. But it's definitely a good one. Like it's a good place to go, even if you're not going with people who aren't vegan, because they're Barbie and I have been there before. So
the platter reminded me, I forgot to put this on my list, like Ethiopian restaurants. I think it's Salem is so oh my gosh, they always have really awesome like usually vegan options, just to double check again to see like if like I don't know if like there's a broth or something. Rendezvous, that's the one I was like,
is that in the East End?
One. It is, it's in the East End, and
that one, Salem is in the West.
But
if you ask for, or usually on the menu, it'll say like a fasting palette. Oh my gosh, paintings on my mind. A fasting platter. Those are like the strictly vegetarian ones, and they are like they are typically vegan, but to double check. Those are always like, oh, I love Ethiopian food. Oh my gosh.
My favorite Ethiopian restaurant was Nazareth, and it's right next to Disgraceland. And they've been closed for ages, and I don't even know, like they have weird hours and they're almost never open, and that's how I discovered Disgraceland, because it was like one too many times of trying to go to Nazareth and finding it closed, and I was like, hey, that place says vegan, let's try that place. So
that's funny. That's ironic, because I mean, it's great. Disgraceland is now all vegan, but Disgraceland would have been a place that we would have used to have on this list. So Disgraceland, just for anyone listening, didn't used to be all vegan. So was another option. Now, if your family doesn't know yet that they're all vegan, you could trick them, because their food is very good. So we'll give them a shout out as well.
Well, my dad would only go there, like when it was both meat and veg, he would go there. And then when it switched over, he still was willing to try it, because he liked it when it was just veg. Great. So, and he still likes it. So it's good.
should we pause and just, do you want to just double check if we're getting any
I'm
comments from
keeping
anyone?
an eye on it.
Okay,
and we
yeah.
haven't been getting any comments.
Okay, let us know
Mhm.
if we are missing anything as we go through these
Mhm.
categories.
Yeah. Or
wanted
just shout out your favorites.
Yeah.
Just because we were talking about also like cafe landwear and sort of Middle Eastern or Mediterranean. Tabbouleh is another.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good one.
So good.
Mhm.
What are some examples of, what are some of your favorite dishes from Tabbouleh?
I have never been to
Oh.
Tabbouleh.
No,
it's
I
really
know.
good.
I think I've only had it during like catered things, funny enough.
Yeah.
Because I know that we've had it at some things,
Yeah.
but even like other events that I've been at, and it's always
Oh, that's so cool.
so good. But their falafel is really, really nice.
Mhm.
And then they have these roasted veggies as well.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, I have had it. It was with my roommate and her parents and stuff. I remember there was this one
Perfect.
thing. Yeah, it was so. That was where, because I was trying to think, I was like, wait, where did I have those roasted veggies? And yeah, it's the same sort of thing where it was like roasted veggies with like tahini on top, and yeah, it was so good.
And they again have like locations spread out throughout the city. So they have
Bayview Village.
Bayview Village, yeah. So Young and Bayview and Shepherd.
Bayview Village is awesome because they have an Il Farnello and a Tabbouleh.
Oh,
So
no,
yeah,
too many choices. Lunch
exactly.
Lunch, shop, dinner. That's
yeah. I worked there briefly, and I did not go to either place while I was working there. So yeah, fail.
Yeah. They have and Tabbouleh, compared to I guess some of the other places we're mentioning, so they don't necessarily have like, it's not like a separate vegan menu, and I don't know, I can't remember if things are like explicitly marked, but it's like,
I think they do have them on their website. It's got like, they just use the little labels.
Okay, cool.
It's pretty good. And same for like other dietary concerns and stuff. They're pretty good with that. I think they even have like 2 vegan platters on their website, if I remember correctly too, which is kind of nice.
Yeah. And I think it's interesting you mentioned the thing about the falafel, because like, I don't know, I feel like for whatever reason, like Middle Eastern food doesn't typically like jump out at me, and like, I don't know, but it's like the quality of their food is so good that it's like, yeah, those basic things, like you think like, oh, falafel, I can get falafel like anywhere, but like their falafel is just so good. And they have these like,
really
like even just like their plain pita, like literally like, because they have a few options. They have like pitas, and then they have like ones with different flavorings. And I remember the last time we went, Robbie like wanted to just get like the plain one, and I was like, why would we get the plain one? And then it was like so good, and I don't know why, it was just like a plain white pita, but it was like, I don't know, it was like so soft and warm,
like,
and it had this like powdery thing.
It's like sometimes when you like would get white bread and you're just like,
exactly.
Oh, but it's so good, and you're like, ooh. And I remember like always begging my parents, I'm like, can we get like the white sandwich bread? And they're like, no, getting the one with seeds in it. I'm like,
you know, it's like when you have a slice of Wonder Bread and you're like, wow, okay, there's a reason why like people eat this if it's not like good for you, because it actually does taste kind of really good. You're like not used to it.
My favorite place to get falafel is actually Mivami, which is more of like a takeout spot than like a dine-in spot, but they do their falafel in a laffa, which is like so much more delicious than a pita, and they make it on site, and it's so good.
What is a laffa?
It's like a flatbread. It's another kind of flatbread, but it's just like, instead of being like, you know how a pita's like 2 sides and stuff, like this is actually like a thin bread, and it's so good. I just
Neat.
Oh, yes, I see. Okay. Oh, it looks really good.
It is really good.
It looks kind of like a gyro or a hero. What are they called?
Oh, yeah, I know.
That's one of those things where it's a word that I learned through reading, and so I'm like, is this how you pronounce it?
I called it gyros for like my entire childhood. So yeah.
I was watching a YouTube video yesterday, and it was like these people, it was like a new, medium, and long time vegan, like what they eat in a day and comparing it. And the guy in the middle kept he was making quinoa and he kept saying quinoa. And I was like, how did they publish this by not like correcting him? And he said he'd been vegan for like 5 years. Yeah. I have a few places that fit into brunch. Do you guys want to talk about brunch, or did you have anything left on the Thai, Middle Eastern?
I guess the last one that I have that could fit in there is this is also like, I guess like kind of, it's not really fast food, but it's like if you need to like pick up something really quick, basil box is really good.
Yeah.
So they have like a ton of options, and also it's like Chipotle but for noodles basically. So you can just like pick your toppings, you pick your sauce. So if you need to like go somewhere quick and you're with somebody, they have a bunch of locations all over the city. So yeah, that's definitely a good one.
And on that note, Chipotle, like if we want to go into the fast food realm, like Chipotle is really good. They have their vegan sofritas. So again, it's like not just like getting a plain bean. Not that like a bean and veggie burrito isn't good, but if you want meat, they've got that. They don't have vegan cheese, right?
No, they don't. No. But you don't you don't really need it.
Yeah, their guacamole is vegan, so you can just get like a whole bunch of guacamole. It's really good.
But they charge you extra for your guacamole.
But do they? I thought that for if you got the sofritas, then they didn't charge you for guac.
If you get the fajita veggies, they don't charge you for guac. If you get the sofritas, they do. And it's like, it's something insane, like $3 or $4. And it's like, I could go to the grocery store and buy a tub of guacamole for that.
I buy a whole avocado and just chop it into
Sit there and dip my store-bought guacamole in my burrito.
In your own avocado. And then of course now we had the announcement this week, and Sarah, you've tried it now, KFC sandwich. Do you want to give people a little quick review on that?
It was good. I mean, like the burger was really good because it was just that mayo, that KFC mayo that I've been craving for like 20 years. But popcorn chicken was good too. Yeah. I needed more dipping sauce. They only gave me like one of those little barbecue things and I ran out.
The worst when the ratio isn't right.
But what I liked about it was that the guy at the drive-thru was super like knowledgeable about what was and wasn't vegan, and he was like, oh, the coleslaw, do you want 2 fries instead of coleslaw because you can't eat the coleslaw? And it was like, more fries, okay. So and he was like, oh, let me know what you think, because this is brand new. So they were super excited about
cool. I'm sure all the vegans are running.
Exactly. That's the thing.
They're probably getting good feedback for now. That's good.
We were on our way up there and my mom was like, do you think we should call and see if they have it in stock? And I was like, literally everyone on the internet is eating this right now. So Great. So what were your brunch options, Barbie?
So there is well, like we said, Cafe Laboir is a good option if you are looking for a brunch. There is Kareen's, which is in the OCAD food court. Do you know, Lainey, since you're nearby, do you know if the OCAD food court is open right now?
I don't know, because I've walked past it and looked in. I know for sure they have like these metal gates that they close over one of the entrances, and so they have been closed. But I'm not quite sure. I feel like because there's little convenience stores and stuff in there too,
dental
and even has like a walkway.
But the restaurants are maybe up to their discretion. Like Kareen's is like a small family thing, so maybe they don't want to open. But whenever they do reopen, or if you're watching this video in the future, so Kareen's, it's spelled KARINE''S. They are in the OCAD student building food court, and it's amazing. They have every like classic like breakfast thing that you want. They have pancakes and waffles, but they also even have crepes. They have like scramble platter, like a more savory one with a scramble platter that comes with like a salad and garlic fries. But like their pancakes and waffles and crepes are so good. They are like, not to like knock normally like vegan stuff that it can't be the same, but this is like tastes identical to like going into any like non-vegan place and getting pancakes and stuff. Like they're very fluffy. You can get them like, it's so hard to even choose. Like all of those 3 things you can choose between, like plain, chocolate chip, peanut butter, banana peanut butter, berries, like so
Yum.
good.
Oh my gosh.
Really one
Oh,
of my favorites.
sounds so good.
I don't ever get up early enough for brunch, so
Yeah. Well, it's like all day breakfast. You can get it anytime.
The best
so you can,
kind of meal.
yeah, it's definitely a good lunch as well. Yeah. And all their meals, like they all come with like a whole bunch of like fruit on the side and a little salad usually. So again, it's like you get the sweet thing and then you get like some fruits and veggies. And they even have like, this is a silly little thing, but they have like fruit flavored water that you can like pour.
Oh, like
yourself,
that, like infused, like
yeah.
strawberries and
nice little
oranges.
touch.
So good. Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you guys, anywhere else for
I
brunch?
know these are more like cafes, but it works for brunch too. Almond butterfly. It's so
good.
there I've gone there a bunch of times because it is like, it's a gluten-free cafe, but they have a lot of
Is it all
vegan
gluten-free?
choices. Yes.
Oh,
which is
wow.
awesome.
You can't tell at
So
all.
it's like, they're so good, and they have vegan bagels there, and they also have like vegan cream cheese, so like you can get like, they do I guess like bagel sandwiches and stuff like that. And I know that they had like a new like sandwich option that was like a vegan like BLT, but the B was like a cream cheese instead. It was really good. But yeah, no, they're so good. Their chocolate chip cookies, oh my gosh, because they have like a vegan chocolate chip cookie, and then they're like other chocolate chip cookie, and then they also have really nice cupcakes too. But yeah, that's one. And then there's another cafe, well, it's more of a bakery, Cock-a-Doodle-Doo on Laboir. And they, again, they're like a gluten-free bakery, but they also have vegan stuff there, not all the time, and it's not as big of a selection, but again, it's like a nice thing when you're just like, ooh, gonna explore, and if you're looking for something that's like gluten-free and vegan, that's also nice. But yeah, definitely almond butterfly, oh my gosh, it's so good. And I think they have some seating outside too.
I think they probably do, because it's Harvard, right? There's all that
Yeah.
space. Yeah.
Oh, Harvard. I was going to just quickly, before, don't lose your train of thought, Sarah, but they also have a location on Dundas now then, because that's where I've seen them. Dundas, west of Bathurst.
Are you sure it's not Harvard west of Bathurst you're thinking of?
100% positive, because I remember running to catch the streetcar after I was done. I was with a friend and I was like, okay, bye.
My goodness.
Yeah. And it was really pretty.
Those
and
locations,
like, so nice.
Yeah. They have one on Dundas now. Oh my gosh. So exciting.
Yeah.
I've been wondering, well, like, this was probably like early, like this year / like last year when I would go more, but yeah, it's always so packed. And so I was like, yeah, like I wonder when they'll like open another
this
location.
one was huge.
That's exciting.
This was really big. Yeah.
That's so, I'll have to check it out. I'm excited.
And Sarah, you were going to add something that.
Yeah, I thought of a brunch spot that I've actually been to, because it's the same thing. It's all day. And I don't know if they're serving food right now, but Glad Day Bookstore on Church Street. So they're like a bookstore and a bar and a restaurant, and they do meetups, and they have a patio, and they're just like this amazing hub at Church and Wellesley. But they do have a huge vegan menu with
a separate menu too.
Yep, or else it's clearly marked, one or the other. I can't remember, but they do vegan donuts, they do like desserts, but they also do savory things. And the reason why I was reminded is because Lainey, you were talking about BLTs, and they have a vegan BLT, but it's called the LGBT, and they add guacamole. That's the G, and I just thought it was so like clever. The best name ever. So.
That also sounds so good.
It was delicious. And I think they do vegan poutine, but I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, they have tons of vegan options. And it used to be done by Cardinal Rule. And I know Cardinal Rule had lots of vegan options, but then they closed. And now I was happy to see that when they like transitioned to like doing their own cooking, that they kept up with all the vegan options. So, and yeah, they do brunch too. They do drag brunch actually, so it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Another brunch place that I just thought of off the top of my head, Starving Artist. There's a couple of locations.
Okay, yeah,
I think they do like waffles and stuff. And I know that they have vegan waffles there.
Cool.
And then they have some other options, but
that's like a really popular sort of trendy place. So that sounds like it would be a good place to take to if like, again, someone asked you to go somewhere and they're like, you want to go to Starving Artist, knowing that you can go there.
Yeah. And that was that was kind of what happened. Like there was a bunch of us meeting up and like, since all of us, we like had different, I guess, like needs or whatever. Yeah. Starving Artists. We were like, oh, perfect. And it's brunch. Yeah. It was really good.
So we've already like run into our half an hour time, and I haven't even gotten to all the things on my list yet.
I know. What do you want to do? Should we go like 5 or 10 more minutes?
Sure.
And just like maybe just like list things really quickly.
Yeah.
What they are, where they are. Okay, you go first, Sarah.
So one of my favorite places to go, and they've just reopened this week, is Tilt and Z80. They're like arcade bars. So you pay $5 to get in, and then all the arcade machines, they're all retro machines and pinball machines and Nintendos and stuff. Yeah, they're all set to free play, and it's a lot of fun. But the owner is vegetarian, or at least the owner of Z80 is vegetarian, and basically everything on their menu can be made vegetarian, and 80% of it can be made vegan. So they have Beyond Meat for Beyond Burgers, and they have veggie dogs for veggie hot dogs, and they do I haven't been there in so long because it's been closed, but yeah, their onion rings are fantastic, and yeah, it's all really good. And I was actually like pleasantly surprised when they introduced the Beyond Burgers, because they were one of the first like non-vegan restaurants to do it. So yeah, it's a good night out, but you can also get food there. So
and cover's pretty cheap as well, if I remember.
It's $5, right? And they have like days where it's like 2 for $1, and they have days where it's a toonie, and kids are only allowed in until like 6 o'clock, which I love because I hate it when there's kids there. But also sometimes I like to take my nephew, so you know it's.
And on that note, there's steaks and lattes as well.
Yeah,
a board game place, and they've got a bunch of vegan stuff. A couple locations.
They do, yeah. They have good vegan options as well. I was there not too long ago before this whole pandemic thing, and then I just wanted to say, like, all of the big restaurant chains like Kelsey's and Eastside Mario's and Montana's and all of those places really suck for vegan options. So like recently,
like, here's one salad.
Yeah, like Kelsey introduced the Life Burger, and they put it on a brioche bun, so you can't actually eat it, and stuff like that. So through trial and error, we've discovered that Boston Pizza is basically the only one of those like big, same ones that has decent vegan options. So
they have really good gluten-free options. So
there we go.
Same. Because they're like, they have like a really good crust compared to some other places where it's like, here's some cardboard, and you're like,
I think they might do vegan cheese too, but I can't remember because I didn't get the pizza last time I was there. But so that's it for my list.
So I'll just add quickly, I haven't been here yet, but I've heard or I've seen, so there's a chain also called Beer Town in like the suburbs. Yeah. So I know there's one in Burlington. I forget where else they go, but look up Beer Town wherever you are. Yeah.
They were going to open one up right at Front Street and University before this pandemic happened. So I'm hoping that's still in the works. Yeah.
So Beer Town is a place that has like, I guess sort of like a Kelsey's kind of style, right? Like they're kind of like a pub style thing. So again, I can't remember. I just remember seeing this vegan menu, and again, it's got like a dozen things on it. Lots of like veggie meat. They use a lot of like Gardein products. So that's one thing. And I have also heard that Earl's, again, is that a chain or is that a one?
It is a chain. Yeah. I've heard that too. Yeah. They have a vegan menu. Yeah.
Cool. And and then last thing I had on my list here was Aviva, that's spelled with an Eviva, and that is a place, again, I don't know if they're only open for brunch or not, but a brunch place, again, it's probably like all day if it is just a brunch menu, but Doug McNish has created a vegan menu there with really cool things like his classic vegan egg yolk, like a fried egg style thing, tofu Benedict, those kinds of things, also French toast and things like that. Oh, I forgot that Koreans also has French toast. So Aviva, and that is near like the Harborfront Center, kind of just a bit north of the lake. And again, more of a fancy upscale place if you want to go for like Mother's Day brunch or something like that. Yeah. I mean, I could keep going, but that's
I know. Yeah.
We'll add more in the comments. Everyone else, add your comments. Lady, did you have anything else burning that you want to add?
Just the last couple, I guess like Sneaky D's has really good vegan nachos. So that if you're like craving some nachos, Wilbur Mexicana, I remember they have a good, it's a Mexican like taqueria place. It's on King, I think. They have like a pretty extensive menu, and if I remember correctly, there were like a lot of like vegan options. But again, it's like really easy if you're with a lot of people. Like people can like choose whatever they like. And then I always mix up the burrito places, but I don't know if it's Fat Bastard Burrito or if it's the other burrito place.
I think they all do.
Fat Bastard, yeah.
Fat Bastard has even like noodles that you can get that are vegan. Sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Whoa, I didn't know that's like, would that be good? Or I don't know, but I know
they're like chow mein noodles.
Ooh, I know there's one place. I don't know if it's Fat Bastard that does it, or if it's this other one that I'm thinking of. But they do sweet potato, and that's like surprisingly
that is Fat Bastard.
Really good. Okay,
yeah, Fat Bastard. Yeah. But then you might also be thinking of another one. So that's them, and then Bar Burrito. They are known. They have Beyond Beef, and you can get Beyond Beef tacos and taco bowls and things.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, there's a ton of burrito places.
I know, like, I
think
Burrito Boys, that's it.
Yeah, they have the veggie meat too. Yeah, pretty much all the burrito places now will have like veggie ground. Yeah, I don't know if any of them have caught up. I don't know if any of them have like vegan cheese, but again, like you don't need it with.
There's hot sauce.
Yeah, and guac.
Yeah, and some of them have vegan sour cream as well.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
I'm pretty sure. I think it's Burrito Boys. I don't know. Again, whichever burrito place it is, but yeah.
I just remembered the pub, since I was talking about bars. The pub chain there's one east on Brunswick, which is off Spadina, and Pogue Mahone, which I think is on College Street. It's like a chain, and they all have like sort of similar branding, but they have really good vegan options on their menu as well. They do like vegan pot pies, and they do like stews and all kinds of things. So
Can you write that? Can you? Because I didn't quite catch. I don't know if I can understand the spelling, how that would look. Can you type those in the comments after? And
That
sounds really cool.
Is it the one that's like blue and yellow looking?
No, it's like black and white looking. There's one like on Spadina, you know where the streetcar goes under to go into Spadina Station? It's like right there on the west side of the street. Yeah. And then there's one like at Young and College. There's like a big patio on the south side of College.
Young and College.
Yeah.
South side.
But like, it's a good place
for
like.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like an after work drinks kind of place. And but they actually have vegan options.
I can't believe they have pot pie. That is
I know.
Yeah. Like I don't think there's even any like vegan restaurants in Toronto that have pot pie. Bloomers has their now they have frozen pot pies, which I just tried, and those are very good.
Butler's Pantry. Oh no, those ones weren't even vegan, but they're gone now anyways. So All right.
Well, maybe next week we'll talk about vegan pot pies.
Clearly, like we have a lot to say about the topic of omnivore restaurants. So
Cool. All right. Well, thanks for joining, everyone. We'll just give a shout out. As you can see, Veg Food Fest is coming up in a couple of weeks, and we'll be back next week, maybe with another guest about Veg Food Fest, or I think we were talking about we might do a little bit of a sort of guide to Veg Food Fest, how to navigate and plan your weekend, because there's going to be so much to do. So
It'll be fun. Yeah, make sure you check out the Facebook event for all the updates that are happening with that.
Sounds good.
And again, if you're watching this video, even after it is finished and after it's posted, feel free at any time to add your comments and suggestions, because we have a long overdue item to actually create a blog post on this topic so that people can look this up anytime. So if you have suggestions of places we've missed, please add them in the comments. So thanks, and have a great weekend.
Happy Friday.
Bye. We're all going to go eat now.
Bye.